Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be reacting to
Greek versus Russia. Can they understand each other? Why are they so similar? And why is it Greek versus Russia, not versus Russian? But why are they so similar? Because didn't you guys say that the Cyrillic originated from Greek alphabet?
A little bit Greek.
What do you know?
I forgot everything. No, it's not working like this. I forgot everything.
I think they chose some similar ones.
I hope so. I really hope so.
We speak a lot.
Usually they do, yeah.
Dance a lot, scream a lot. So I feel like again the weather also decides kind of how people kind of interact with each other. Yeah, after. Hello.
Ooh, I like their
So
boots.
I am half Ukrainian, half Greek, so I speak perfect Ukrainian and perfect Russian and Greek, obviously. So yes, I have heard of Russian because I speak it.
Yeah, I heard about Greek because actually I was a huge fan in teenage years. I was so obsessed with Greek culture. So I learned a little bit Greek.
What do you know?
I forgot everything. No, it's not working like this. I forgot everything, but I just like.
I think
learned
that's
alphabet
like
because-
happens like a lot of like I guess kids, teenagers, they get obsessed with like anime Japanese culture, so they learn a little bit. They know they grow up, they kind of don't have time for it. Life goes on, and they forget everything. Yeah.
It's like completely different, and I was a big fan of Greek myth.
Oh, thank you so much. Actually, like you said, it's completely different. I have like a small lesson time if you guys are interested. The Cyrillic alphabet, which is used for Russian languages as well as.
Do you
Bulgarian
feel
and
like she
Romanian
looks
others. It is
more
based on the Greek
Ukrainian
alphabet
or
because
Greek?
It was made.
Greek,
I think so.
yes.
I think she looks Ukrainian.
Greek. The dark facial features, dark hair, dark eyebrows, Greek.
Made by Kyrillos and Methodios back in the 19th century during Byzantine era. Basically, two men, Kyrillos and Methodios from Thessaloniki, they were meant to kind of spread Christianity into like Slavic peoples. So they realized that they also need their own writing for holy scriptures. So this is why they created the Glagolitic alphabet, which is heavily based on the Greek alphabet, plus some letters that we don't use in Greek. And then later Glagolitic alphabet became Cyrillic alphabet, and this is what is used for Russian. Yeah. Of course, like linguistically, they're quite different, but yeah, culturally and historically, we're quite.
Yeah, and I think like pronunciation is still like pretty similar.
True. So yeah, as I said, I feel like historically and kind of culturally, we have a lot of similarities, but not really grammatically, I would say.
Yeah, actually, I agree. Like, I think it's kind of like really different languages, but at the same time, I think it could be easy, like pronunciation, like Russian and Greek pronunciations could be easy for us. And
I don't know
also,
about that.
I'm not sure
I
about
don't-
grammatic.
I don't think pronunciations are similar. I do think the only similarity is that there's certain letters that is like the same letter in Cyrillic, Russian, and in Greek. So like for example, V, like it looks like B to us. It's like Latin B, but to them it's V in both Greek and Russian. I think that's honestly, I think that's the only thing they have in common is the alphabet.
Because I've never learned like grammatical or like Greek grammatic, but maybe we have some similarities.
If we were to talk about similarities, it would be more culturally or maybe religiously, because both are Christian Orthodox countries.
Всем привет, меня зовут София, я из России, приехала из Санкт-Петербурга, живу здесь в Корее, вот уже 23 года разговариваю на русском языке, изучаю английский, итальянский и корейский, живу сейчас в Корее.
She speaks Korean too. Wow.
Χαίρετε, με λένε Ελλάδα.
Isn't this from the school? Everyone's from the school?
I think so. This is in Korea. I think there's just like a Korean university or something. They do this show.
4 χρόνια. Είμαι από Θεσσαλονίκη. Βασικά είμαι μισή Ουκρανίδα και μισή Ελληνίδα, αλλά το μεγαλύτερο χρονικό διάστημα της ζωής μου το πέρασα στην Ελλάδα. Μένω στην Κορέα, όπως είπα, εδώ και 4 χρόνια. Μιλάω 5 γλώσσες, όπως ρώσικα, ουκρανικά,
Damn, all these people speak so many languages.
I think because of that school, everyone is like talented.
What is this, language school or something?
Και ελληνικά προφανώς και ναι, αυτά. Because I can speak both languages, and I also learned them as like both native languages, so I cannot really judge of if they're similar or not. But when I do speak them, my personality also changes depending on what language I speak. So I feel like my personality being so different in both languages does kind of give the essence to me that they are quite different. I feel like Greek is a lot more of a kind of the vowels are a lot more open and a lot more clear, whereas in
I
Russian, they're a lot
think
more
that's true. For me too. I think it changes my personality a little bit then.
Oh yeah, I can tell already. You put on your accent. You do.
I'm talking about personality, not the accent.
Yeah, but you also include like an accent so you sound different.
Well,
Because from who you're learning from, even
no,
when you speak like in English,
that-
you have an accent.
that is
And when
true,
you speak,
right?
Your language, like Lithuanian,
That is-
sounds so different.
That is true, but that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking like
That's what I'm
overall,
talking
like
about.
personality changes. Like you're kind of like a different person. Like I do think that is true.
still clear clear but a lot more closed when I speak them. So I don't know, I would say for me they're quite distinct and quite different.
Yeah, actually for me, like it sounds more like Mediterranean language, like something about Italian, Spanish, or like maybe something about like Montenegro.
Oh really? Okay, that makes sense. I agree, kind of, even though Greek is a totally different, distinct branch in the Indo-European languages, like it's a Hellenic, but still I feel like a lot of people do say, if you guys see in previous videos, that Greek sounds like Spanish. So yeah, especially phonetically they are not similar. Yeah.
Yeah, I think like it's something like between, in the middle, because also like historically.
Yes, and also Greece is also kind of Balkan, and also in Balkan countries there's a lot of Slavic languages, so maybe there's quite some similarities there. Yeah.
Yeah, as I told, like I didn't understand actually like Greek language, like just maybe 10-20%, something like this. And for me, it just personally sounds like more Balkan or Mediterranean language, something about like more European, like Spanish or Italian. But at the same time, I can hear like that it's different from European countries. Like we told before, that it's something between like Balkan language and European language. For me, it sounds same.
That's an interesting aspect, yeah.
But it's totally different from Russia, I think.
It's really hard for me to put myself, we've been reacting to Greece over a year now, so I don't know the language, but I'm like my ears can recognize the language pretty easily. Like I'm exposed to it, so
when she speaks fast, I can see the kind of Spanish about
really
it.
you do, because to me I just don't see the Spanish. Everybody keeps saying the Spanish, like I don't see
Like
it.
for example, we reacted to Lila's new song.
Yes.
Manchapiko.
Maniatico.
Maniatico.
Mm-hmm.
To me, it reminded me of Danza Kanduro a little bit.
The vibes of the song, sure, yes, but
her singing too, and the way
the language does not.
For me,
Like,
if I was to think of a language, it's gonna sound like Spanish.
We have done the videos that talk compare Greek and Spanish, and we have seen that okay, there are certain pronunciations similar. Yes, I understand that, but generally speaking, I don't get the Spanish vibe at all.
But the style and the way she speaks in Greek, I don't get Russian either.
Oh no, there's nothing.
I don't know
As I
how
said,
these
there's
two are in a
nothing
video
in common.
together.
Yeah, I don't understand why this is in the video together. Honestly, they probably ran out of ideas and needed to squeeze another one in. Yeah, there's nothing in common with these two languages except for the alphabet.
I do speak both of the languages. How about you? What do you think? If we compare some Greek and Russian words, do you think they will be similar or totally different?
I think like maybe some of them. It could be like similar because like our history and like that we have Orthodox Church.
I think they chose some similar ones.
I hope so. I really hope so.
I think they chose like correctly. In Greek, bed is krevati.
Oh wow. Okay. In Russian, it's kravati.
So it's the same. Let's go. Okay. But we have many words depending on what is the size of the boat. Yeah. But in Greece, we can say plio, karavi, varka. Depends on the size.
In Russian, we can say kорабль, лодка, liner, if it's like cruise.
So I think karavi, the word karavi is... Also, I feel like karavi is a loan word for both languages. I'm not really sure. Or maybe it's a Greek root language. I should check it out. I forgot.
What is it there?
Loan word for both languages. I'm not really sure. Or maybe it's a Greek root language.
Karavi is from ancient Greek. Karabos.
Okay. I should check it out. I forgot.
What about beans?
I think, yeah, it's the same. In Greek, beans is fasolia.
Oh, in Russian, it's fasol. Yeah, it's same.
In Greek, icon is ikona.
In Russian, it's ikona.
That's a Greek word.
Yeah, I think so.
In Greek, notebook is tetradio. It's the same.
In Russian, it depends on like we have different types. It could be tetrad, it's same, but it's more for students at school.
TV in Greek is teleorasi.
In Russian, TV is телевизор.
That's also a Greek word.
Oh, it's a Greek word? I think it's like international word.
Yeah,
No,
that's
it
the
comes from
national
the root is from Greek language because orasi means something to see. Okay, television comes from Greek because tele means something that is far or distant, and vision, orasi, means sight, to be able to see. So the root of the word is Greek. Okay.
But actually, like you told about like that mean like to see. In Russian, we have like same телевизор. Zor is like
to be able to see. Right. Dolphin in Greek is delphini.
Dolphin in Russia is delfin.
And Lithuanian is also
I'm
delphini.
not sure what kind of practice. In Greek, we say exaskisi, I guess. Yeah.
In Russia, I think we say тренироваться.
That's quite different. Depending on what practice we're talking about, but yeah, as far as I understand, I think you mean exaskisi, to practice something.
Yeah, in Russia we have like two words, тренироваться или практиковаться. It just depends what you do.
Okay, in Greek, we can also say exaskisi or praktiki. So maybe praktiki is the one that we have similar. Exaskisi or praktiki. In Greek, cucumber is aguri.
In Russian,
Agurk.
cucumber is огурец.
That's why you chose all of these words I was saying.
Yeah, she's like
words would be similar
clocking it
because
too.
I
She's
feel
like,
Greek
I
language
mean,
is
but to be fair, they always do that because otherwise, what's the point of the video? Like, if they were able to find 20 words in the same languages that are similar,
But
that's
does it
great.
make them similar?
But
No.
then there's the other 20,000 words that are
Yeah,
not. So I mean, there
yeah.
would be no point in the video. So I get what they're
I
doing,
guess
and
this,
there are
I
similar, some
guess
similar
this to make
words.
them like, I feel like we're friends. We have things in common.
Also,
Because you can tell, like, it's kind of sad when you don't have a word that matches with
Yeah.
another country and everyone starts to click up together.
to be fair, I think whenever we do these with Greek, it's very hard to find a language that has nothing in common with Greek, because like there's so many international words that are originated, like even the televisor, like right. It's in I feel like in almost every language this would be like a some sort of word, television, like in Latin televisorius. It's like would be like with tele and vision and just do like, so I feel like certain words just it is Greek, period. Like chronometer, that's Greek. Chronos, meter. I don't know if meter is Greek. I think it's Greek. Combined too. So I feel like, especially like the newer words that are like came out of the technology. I feel like they would have like Greek roots in like almost every language. So like do these videos Greek versus any language. There will be, you can pick out 10 words that are gonna be similar.
When you say the Greek words like one by one, you have your American accent, but like you sound like how I normally hear you, and then some other times when it's like a full sentence, you put like
Greek accent?
more pizzazz. Yeah.
I don't have a Greek accent. What are you talking about?
Really help to organize a lot of languages. Like we have a lot of just influence on a lot of languages. So we have a lot of Greek words in Russian. And also I think like we have a lot of Greek words also in Latin and Greek words in English and like Spanish, Italian, because something that every language uses, is something common. And also like Greek language, people use it for medicine or
Right,
law
exactly what I
practice,
was saying.
science. So that's why, yeah, of course, I was
Yeah, like
pretty sure that
medical terms, I'm pretty sure like in many languages there's some Greek medical terms that you can find.
like Russian could have some similar words. So it's not a surprise for me.
Same, I feel like it's not surprising at all. As Sophia said, Greek is like, it's a kind of a root language that a lot of languages did borrow words in order to create.
What's
their own
interesting
alphabet,
is
their own
that
kind of lexicon.
sometimes when you're like talking in your own language, you don't know how to say the medical term per se because it's probably from Greece.
Yeah, like medical terms is like very niche. Like
Yeah.
you need to be in the niche to know. Like
Yeah.
if you like encounter the words once or twice in your life, you're not gonna remember it most likely.
Especially when it comes to science and medicine, philosophy, history, and kind of Christianity, those words, majority come from the Greek language. So it's not surprising.
Yeah, as I know, we also like have, if we talk about Christianity, Orthodox, we have some scripts that have been written in Greek.
Right, the whole New Testament is written in Greek.
Yeah, I think actually people who work in a church, like pastors, they probably learn Greek.
Long back in the day, they had to learn Greek. Now, some of them do if they want to read the originals, but some of them just read the translation. In Greek, doll is kukla.
In Russian, doll is kukla.
I mean, in Greek, we just say, for cake, we just say cake.
Ah, really?
Yeah.
Really?
In Russian, for cake, we say
Really?
tort.
Ah, yeah, turta or cake, we say same, both. Team in Greek is omada.
In Russian, team, komanda.
It kind of has the same similar root there. Something is similar there, yeah, right. In Greek, sugar is zahari.
In Russia, for sugar, we have sakhar.
Same. When it comes to time, in Greek, we say ora.
Oh, actually, it sounds like Spanish.
Oh, yeah, a lot of people say that. Ora or chronos, depending on what you mean.
Oh, chronos.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, it comes from ancient Greek.
Okay, in Russia, for time, we say время.
In Greek, for science, we say epistimi.
Oh, it's completely different. In Russian,
Epistemology?
Yeah, I was just thinking that.
for science, we say nauka. We're just speaking really fast, I think.
Yeah, exactly.
Actually, I think like it's one of similarity
Yeah.
of Russian and
Yeah.
Greek because we're speaking
both
really
speak
fast and it's personal.
Yeah, exactly. I think so. We are. I think both. Like, especially like me, as you guys know, I'm Ukrainian. So we also speak like kind of fast and also like quite passionately. And same with Greece. I feel like we speak, and I guess like Russian people too. Like we speak quite passionately, and we sometimes use our hands when we are upset. But people think we are upset. Like when I talk with my family, then my friends in Korea, they might think I'm arguing and have a fight with my family. But we are just saying, "Oh, I love you. How was your day?" But people are like, "Why you're fighting?"
But for Russian, it's quite different because like Russia is a big country, and for example, if we talk about south part, it's really like seems like southern language, like really passionate, a lot of expressions, a lot of emotions, like they talking fast, and also like people from the south part of Russia, they can understand Ukrainian and Belarusian like better. But if we talk about like northern part or Siberia, they don't speak Ukrainian at all, and also like I think northern part, like St. Petersburg or Murmansk, they not that emotional because they just like more cold, quiet people.
I feel like it has to do also with the
I
climate.
always
Every
feel
time
like
there's like a
Russian
colder climate.
sounds like angry.
Yeah, a lot of consonants. Russian,
Yeah.
Polish.
But you said it's passionate. I never heard that.
No, I would never describe Russian as a passionate language. Yes, it's very a lot of
Rough, a lot of, yeah.
it's very very angry. Well, angry in a sense. It sounds angry. Same like as I said, Polish.
At least it depends who's the region. She said that like they sound different in each region, so different accents, I guess.
Maybe the accents, yeah, I don't know, but generally, even I would think Russian, Lithuanian too. You say it sounds aggressive. It's like those more like aggressive languages.
People are more calm and they talk less because it's hard, right? It's hard to open your mouth and talk a lot when it's so cold. So I feel like the climate kind of makes us like develop like
Yeah,
that.
it's just like influence on our
I don't think it's because it's hard to talk in the colder climate. I think people are just not as
I think it's,
happy. Like there's just colder people in the colder climate. They're not like it's just.
I just think it's like if you have not enough vowels, it's just gonna sound rough. So you gotta pronounce the consonants.
Well, language part, yes, but also like when we do the reactions, like for example, we look like a Southern Americans, Brazilians versus like North Americans. The Brazilians are warm. I just feel like the climate, people and the climate, people are warmer climates. Like period. Like the colder it gets, the more close, like less social people are, which is because of the climate. I guess in the wintertime you don't really go out and you don't want to see no people. It's cold. I feel like that is a thing though.
I would think like if you're isolated like that, once you see people, you turn into a chatterbox. Like, oh
Or
my god.
no, you get really uncomfortable around people. It's like, why are you here? I don't want to see you.
habits.
Exactly. And that's why in hard language
Like we see like the kisses on the cheeks, like in Italy, Brazil, very normal. But like you go do that in Denmark, they're gonna look at you. Why want the personal space?
people move a lot and open their mouth a lot because it's so hot. They want to breathe, right? So it makes total sense. Yeah.
Actually, I'm quite interested about like curious about like northern countries language. Do they like really expressional as south?
In Greece, you mean?
No. I mean like in Europe totally.
I feel like Western Europe a lot more, again, like colder countries like Germany, maybe like, I don't know, a little bit higher, like general Europe, like UK or whatever. They are kind of more like calm and more like quiet when they speak, but more countries closer to the Mediterranean Sea, like Italy, maybe whatever, Spain, whatever, maybe Turkey, maybe Greece 100%. We speak a lot more loudly, we're a lot more passionate, dance a lot, scream a lot. So I feel like, again, the weather also decides kind of how people kind of interact with each other.
So as I told, like it works for Russia as well. You can divide Russia for I think 2 or 3 parts because Siberia they pretty like people there are a little bit different. Like north is different and south is different. But I have experience from south and north, so that's why.
In my opinion, it's not that different. I feel like, of course, the endings, for example, Greece likes to put like E in the end, like Zahari, right, for sugar. But for Russian, they always kind of mostly finish with a consonant. We like to finish a lot with the word with vowel. But besides that, I feel like the core pronunciation and phonetics is quite the same because Greece as well, we don't have like big intonation difference, such as like maybe Chinese or other languages like Thai, which has like intonation kind of rules. We don't have that, as well as Russian. So I feel like they're all pretty like straightforward. So the pronunciation is pretty straightforward and similar for both languages, I feel like.
Actually, I feel like Greek people they just use more when they speaking they use throw more like hoof and like Russian. I think Russian language is like really different because like you use like first part of your mouth.
A lot of like air is coming out.
Actually, that's why it's pretty different from English as well because like in Russia we just really use this part like you use like your lip
and like the teeth and air. That's why like for example a lot of like languages that use throat because we also don't use like nasal sounds in Greece. But for Greek people it's a lot easier to learn languages that use throat, such as like maybe I don't know like any Middle Eastern language maybe.
Yeah, that's an interesting point. I think that there's a little truth to that. Yeah, I think like Lithuanian too, I would say more like a mouth language. You don't, so like for example the like that we don't have that English that was like one of the harder sounds to learn like for Lithuanians because that's more like a throat sound, than the ours is more like a lips mouth sounds. That's a very interesting point.
a lot more easy for us to learn because we also use our throat quite a lot. Since we compared both of the languages, I kind of realized that there's a lot more similarities than I expected, but still, I feel like I did expect a lot of similarities, so this video was not as surprising and the similarities were not as
I
surprising.
feel like
because
you guys didn't
there's
gag me.
I don't know. I don't feel like there.
Meh.
I'm not convinced there's that many similarities. Like,
Yeah.
I don't.
This was the reach.
I'm not fluent in Russian, but I can understand it a little bit.
I would never
I
confuse the two.
Yeah, I would never confuse Russian and Greek, not once in my life. As I said, I feel like there isn't much in between Spanish and Greek, but I'm more likely to confuse Spanish and Greek than Russian and Greek. I do not. Yeah, I don't. I just don't see it. I don't see what similarities there are aside from the alphabet.
That's it.
I mean, we can finish, I
obviously
guess.
speak both of the languages. So yeah, not really surprising, but still nice to know.
For me, it was like really exciting because I never had experience to talk with a Greek person, so I'm just like so excited because, like, as I told, I learned Greek alphabet for a little bit, not language. So for me, it's so good to hear like Greek language. But as I expected, I knew that we could have some similarities. We could have some same words. So it's not a big surprise for me.
It was still fun to know.
It's still fun to know, yeah. Because like I expected that it could be like some really hard words, like with hard meaning, but such a simple words, sugar or cucumber. I didn't expect this. So this was so interesting to know.
Today we compared Greek.
Okay.
Guys, of course, let us know your thoughts. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Join the Discord. And always, share as much kindness as possible.